Welcome to Red Dead Redemption 2. I added over 100 mods in order to turn this game to a western zombie apocalypse. This is a story about Arthur Morgan. He's a pelt trapper and hunter, and he's been down on his luck. But with the help of some friends, we were able to build a wagon. And Arthur, along with Sadie, Buddy the dog, and zombie John Marston, we continue our journey to find some pelts and hopefully make it to Sandy Knee. We start off scouting a local area to see if there's potentially any wildlife nearby. There was no wildlife, but there were plenty of zombies, and we were in an open field pretty much. So we looted what we could to see if we can scrounge up some supplies, all the while shooting zombies down. And then we headed to our wagon and we were off. We needed to get the best pelts in the business and hopefully not burn them all on accident like last time. We continued down the trail to the Grizzlies when we saw a for sale sign, and it sounded like a pretty good deal. So we went to go check out the location. The house was strong and sturdy, an outhouse in the back, and you could see from every angle. Unfortunately, with the zombie apocalypse and the hordes of zombies that came, this maybe was not a prime location for a base of operations. So we continued back down the path, and lucky for us, we saw a bear prowling the area, and this one was ferocious. It was handling zombies like nobody's business, and we needed some pelts, so we had to take it out. We took it out with a couple quick shots and then proceeded to skin it. We had our first pelt of mini. Arthur knew we were on the right track, but we had to get out of there fast. The gunshots were attracting zombies, so we hopped back on the wagon, but one of the more sneaky zombies yanked Arthur right back down. Arthur didn't like that. Back on the trail, the sun was setting. Zombies were rampant through the roads, but we had a clear goal. We were the Pelts R Us of the Wild West, and Arthur Morgan was CEO. Night had fallen though, and the moon was shining bright. We continued traveling up the path that was marked, but there was no way we could find what we were looking for. The sheer amount of undead in this location was phenomenal. If there were any wildlife left, they'd either be dead or turned themselves. Our first location was shot. There was no chance of finding wildlife over here, and the rocky terrain proved quite a challenge for the cart. Plus, it was full nighttime, and nighttime was the most dangerous time to be at. We were close to Valentine though, so that was our next destination. It'd be a good opportunity to regroup and set a new location to gather these pelts, and maybe somebody in the town might have some information to a more densely populated area with animals. So we made it to Valentine and parked our wagon next to the horse stables. Chatted with some local townsfolk, but didn't have any luck yet. It was late and we needed a rest, so we went ahead and got a bed at the hotel nearby. We had a nice comfy 8-hour rest, and it was time to get to work as soon as the morning hit. We hit the town and stocked up on some supplies. We then headed to the saloon to get some breakfast and a few shots. You can't start off your morning without a little bit of whiskey, and it's a good thing we did. We met a local hunter in the area. His name was Joe Miller, and he had a similar affliction to John. He was half zombie, half human. He was bitten on the trail a while back, but never fully turned, and since then, his tour guide hunting business went into shambles. Nobody trusted him anymore. We told him we were looking for a good hunting spot, and Joel knew where to look, so we recruited Joel to come along for the journey. He even had a place to stay nearby, so he headed to the wagon and rode over to his house, and we stayed there for the night because tomorrow we were getting those pelts, and Joel was leading the way. Morning had hit and we were off. It was finally time to fill this wagon full of pelts, so we headed off to the forest in search of whatever we could find. We found a clearing to park our wagon in and took out a few zombies on the way. We saw some elk tracks and decided to follow. Hopefully it was still in the area, but we had to be careful. Zombies were also hot on our trail. The elk did appear though, but Arthur was missing his shots, so we chased after it, and Arthur was able to make his hits, and he also lost his footing. We tracked to where the elk was, and we got a successful skin. Joel, Sadie, and John provided cover fire as we made our way back to the wagon. The zombies must have smelled the freshness of the pelt because they were ravenous, but Arthur had some good backup. We sprinted our way back to the wagon and loaded our pelt, and the zombies were coming in. They were surrounding us, coming from all angles. We knew we had to get out of here. Those gunshots surely would attract more. So we took our wagon and went back down the path even further till we found yet another clearing. From this clearing, we cleared this area out. The zombies were still coming from every angle, and unfortunately, John Marston met his demise once again. But fortunately, we knew he was coming back. He was a zombie after all. We fought off a few more zombies, and our guide Joe Miller met his demise as well. But fortunately, once again, we all know he's a zombie. He'll come back sooner or later. So we picked him up and put him in the back of the wagon. It was just Arthur, Sadie, and Buddy now, and we went further in to see if we could find another elk. We searched for the trail, but we didn't find anything, so we had to go even deeper. We found some train tracks and followed that, and there was a great battle ahead. Some zombies on the side spotted us, and we took them out. They pushed us further towards the train station, and that's when even more undead came to say hi. A whole family came out to eat, but Arthur wasn't willing to give in. We didn't build a wagon to collect pelts for nothing. We had to survive, so it was machete time once again. Arthur went zombie hunter mode and mowed down all the zombies he saw. But after the zombies were all cleared, we had another enemy on our tail. Bandits. But with the help of Sadie, these bandits were cleared with a couple precise shots. It was quiet now, and we know the amount of gunshots would have scared any wildlife away. So we attempted to loot what we could, but there were just too many zombies coming in. At least we had a beautiful sight. There was a raging waterfall nearby, but no time for sightseeing. Nighttime was almost here, and Arthur and Sadie pushed up just a little further to see if there was any more wildlife. That was a negative though. It was time to head back before nighttime. Arthur and Sadie headed back down the path with no pelts in hand, and it's a good thing they did. The night walkers were already here. We hopped back in the wagon and headed down the trail in the hopes of finding some solid walls to stay. We ended up finding a fort, and without even saying hi, they fired immediately upon us. This was a no-go. Arthur didn't like that, so we fired back. We broke through the doors and murderized everybody in there. It wasn't Arthur's fault they fired. So walking around the fort a little bit, we saw some pelts. This is a perfect opportunity to take some for ourselves. Unfortunately, when we got back to our wagon, our horses were killed and our wagon was shot to pieces. Arthur just ain't having any luck. So we took Joel and Arthur's bodies back out of the wagon because we needed to repair it, and we needed to repair it fast. The zombies were coming, and there were a lot. We once again had to defend ourselves in go zombie hunter mode. These zombies had hands, but Arthur had a hatchet, and he knew how to use it. We were mowing down hordes of zombies once again, fighting for our life, and fighting for the pelts we just couldn't seem to deliver. So we finished the zombies off. We took a couple horses from the fort to replace them with our fallen wagon horses, and then emptied the pelts we already collected. We had to repair our wagon. But this time it would be easier. The schematics were already made, and all the supplies we needed were in the fort. So we quickly patched up our wagon with the help of Sadie and loaded our wagon back up with the pelts. We loaded up John and Joel as well, and we had to get out of there fast. The undead just kept coming. So we left the fort with a repaired wagon, and we regrouped in Valentine once again. Joel and John had woken back up, and we now had quite the pelt selection from our raid on the fort. We had even more pelts than last time. We had one final journey to do. We now had to travel from Valentine all the way to Saint Denis. But with the help of Joel, Sadie, and John, this would be easy, hopefully. We took one final night in the coziness of Valentine, and we had some drinks at the local saloon to celebrate our success with the pelts. Now it was time to get some rest. Never have we ever made it to Saint Denis successfully, but there's always a first. So we got our rest and prepared to head off. But on our way to the wagon, some grizzly bears had invaded town. I guess they didn't like that Arthur skinned their cousins and put them in the back of his wagon. Damn.